You can go to secondgenerationoutlawz.com. That's the number 2 ND Generation Outlaws with the Z, of course, .com. And you can find everything. It's new, so we're steady uploading, steady adding things to the browser. I want to show love to everybody out there that's been supporting us. We're the best thing that happened to hip-hop since Wu-Tang, since the Outlawz and Tupac. We are the official family. There's a lot of crews out there, like the fake-ass Machiavelli music group. But we're the original. So if you want to know the truth about the family and you want to be as close to the family as you can, we're them cats.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
Street brother of mine named Ara, who's been putting it down underground scene. It was a nickname that everybody called me. They used to call me Pachi the Dirty Indian. And Raw, I wasn't going by that name. And I was going by another name, Ron Key. And my street brother said, man, I think you need to get more spiritual and use the name that everybody's been calling you. And he said, but when you use Pachi, make sure you use it with the I instead of the E for the positive energy of the chi, the CHI. And it also gave support to the tribe Apache, of course, and the tribe, the MC name Apache from the Flavor Unit. A lot of people confuse me with him. He was older than me, and God bless the dead, he's not here no more. But to keep his energy alive, because he had a great spirit, I just attached myself with his name as well.
When did you know that music was something that you wanted to do?
Man, I was in Germany, and I was watching Crush Groove. And first time LL came through the office with the boombox, and they didn't, want to meet him, and the time was up already, and the way he just took control of the meeting and that scene, from that point on, I was like, I don't care about anything else. This is all I want to do. All I want to do is be an MC, because just the power of the controlling of the emotion just made me fall in love. So I think I was around 5 or 6 during that time, I think, close to that age. I was young, I know that.
At what age did you actually put the strong effort forth and say, you know what, this is what I want to do, and started recording songs?
I started recording songs around about 14. About 14. I did a talent show, though, in elementary in Wilmington, North Carolina, called Sunset. I did a talent show, but I hadn't did a recording at all. Then this guy named Red J told me, you're nice with the freestyle, but you need to write something to record it. So I did that when I was about 14.
Who is Black to you, and what kind of influence did he have on your career?
Black is what Legs was to Tupac. The way Pac had someone step in because his father wasn't there. Unfortunately, my father was in and out, mostly out. And then I say that with respect because I do love him. But the person that raised me / uncle was a distant uncle named Black. And he taught me the song structures. He taught me the street code. He pretty much just raised me, from the how to survive and also how to be successful and a positive person. So he had a major impact. He taught me before I was just freestyling and not actually understanding song concept and rhythm and bars. And that was his strongest influence on me outside of street survival and whatnot. And as far as music, he taught me how to write.
I think the obvious question that everybody that's listening is going to want to know is, how did you first meet Tupac?
Oh, wow. I met Pac I was doing a lot of shows in North Carolina, and quite naturally, Auntie Afeni, she's from Carolina. Auntie Asada, she's from Carolina, and so quite naturally, him banging with Jodeci and them, everybody that was hot, being that New York was so close to North Carolina, would come through the Carolinas. And that's where I met him at. I met him in North Carolina, and I was the number one go-to guy for shows back then as far as opening acts. And we met at a club called Club New World. I don't know if it's still open, but we met there. At that time, he was right before his Dear Mama album, so he was not where everybody else kind of jumped on the bandwagon. He was real just getting in there and whatnot, and I was just a young person coming in to meet him. But yeah, that's where we met. New World, North Carolina. I think the name of the town is New Brunswick. It's like maybe 15, 20 minutes from Wilmington.
For all the fans out there, what was your first impression of him? What was Tupac like as a person?
He was focused. He paid attention to everything. So he could be like on one side of the club, somebody could pour a drink on the other side, and he can catch the timing of them pouring that drink. He was so quick. He was like super fast as far as his awareness and his alertness. So a lot of people describe it as, he was just this big ball, crazy energy, but he was mathematical. What the 5% is called God body. He was very quick. That's from my view. My view was like, damn, I thought I was quick. This dude is quick. We're paying attention to detail and just maneuvering. He was very fast, and his personality was humble. It wasn't this idiotic person that just screams thug life and throws up fingers. You could tell his intelligence just being in the presence with him.
But I've read that you said that he gave you a lot of good advice when it came to the music industry and the moves that you should make. Can you share a little bit of what you learned from Pac and the time that you had with him with us?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I want to say that one of the most strongest things was to not trust nobody. And I know everybody has heard that statement before. He repeated a lot of things, especially the things that he meant the most. And one thing he taught me was, because he was dealing with me during the time that I was about to sign with Puffy, and one thing he taught me was, this industry is very shady. The streets, it's just like the streets. It's even worse than the streets. And to not trust anyone, and to be patient, and to just keep my integrity. And as far as stage presence, he taught me how to go straight to them. Him along with Big L, they taught me how to command the stage and go straight at the audience, where some people are kind of reserved on stage. Pac was like really straightforward. If somebody says something, he might catch it and address it either with energy or with his mouth. He taught me that. He taught me the aggression to deal with the crowd. And he gave me little pointers too on song structure. And I think the most illest thing he ever told me was, a lot of people say that he was a prophet or prophetic. One of the things that he told me that I actually realized was going to happen was to be ready for the position that is going to be required, which was to be able to do what I'm doing now. Can I throw one more thing in there, brother? There's a motherfucker online right now, and this is why they call me Pachi, and this is why I say please keep the ride in there, because I'm the nigga that will ride. Some people, the difference between the first generation and the second generation is the first generation put in their work. The second generation has to put in their work. I am the nigga that will put in that work. There's a nigga on Twitter right now. On December 17th, there's a motherfucker on Twitter that just got done popping shit about Pac. He's got a little SoundCloud. His name is Tax Stone. You know what I'm saying? Tretch just G-checked him. and let him know, how the Jersey mob roll. I'm letting this nigga know straight out my mouth. If I ever see you, nigga, and you haven't apologized in the time frame that I see you, I'm going to fuck you up. That's not a threat. That's a promise. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you up can mean a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But you figure out which one I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm equipped. And that Taxon nigga, this Taxon, whatever, Taxstone, that's running around popping all this shit, you know what I'm saying, talking about Pop was a snitch and all this other shit, you're going to get your jaw motherfucking wired.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?